Hello friends, welcome to the making of this beautiful dress. Let's get started with the pattern drafting. My shoulder measurement is 5 inches. Please refer to the screen for the raw measurements. My neck width is 2 inches. Half an inch for shoulder slope. 5 inch for armhole. My chest measurement, I'm taking 7. Don't forget, this should be on fold. Your pattern should be on fold. Then half of the armhole going by half an inch. For armhole drafting, I'm having freehand. I'm curving the armhole freehand in case you don't have a French curve. But in case you have a French curve, please, or armhole curve, go ahead by all means and use it. My neck dip is 2.5. That's what I'm using, marking here. I'm going to curve out the neck line like so. I'm taking the shoulder, the remaining of the shoulder measurement after the neck, that's 3 inches, and I'm marking that around the pattern, just following the armhole curve. Just mark 3 inches, then connect. In case you have more or less, just use what you have that is left after you've curved out your neckline. I'm also using 3 inches here in the midsection. Please make sure that your pattern is on fold when you're drafting it. And don't forget to notch the pattern where the neckline will start, so that you know where to attach your middle section to your, shoulder piece, the middle piece to the shoulder piece, so you won't make it too high or too low. Now let's cut the fabric. Here I'm marking 26 inches. That's for the width. And please, my fabric here is for both back and front. My dress length, including hemming allowance, I am subtracting 3 inches from it, and that is the marking I'm making here. I'm going to use my pattern to cut out the upper, but before then I'm going to mark half an inch for my seaming allowance, so that while I'm drawing the middle part to the shoulder piece, it won't be too small. So if you have 1 inch as seaming allowance, please by all means mark 1 inch, but I'm going to be using half an inch for seaming allowance. That's why I marked half an inch before placing my pattern to cut. Don't forget, the mid part here is on fold, and you need 4 pieces of this middle part. I'm cutting my first 2 pieces, and I'll go ahead and cut my second 2 pieces. That means I'm having 4 pieces for this. Don't forget, it's on fold, please. For the shoulder piece, You will need 8 of it. During the cutting, I ran out of fabric and I just need a piece to complete it. That's why I'm using this black lining fabric to complete it. It's a cotton fabric, by the way. So here I'm going to place the notch that I made on the pattern piece on my fabric, so I will know where to do. Here, join the shoulder piece, right side facing each other. After joining, put them on top of each other, then sew the armhole along the armhole, notch. So here we're going to have a sneak peek of how our dress will look like, so that you have an idea when sewing. This dress basically have no front or back. Here I'm taking out like 3 inches for the armhole, where the armhole will sit. 3 to 4 inches. I just eyeballed it. Sorry. And then the midsection, I'm going to go down by like an inch. So while gathering, I will have a cuff. I'm just trimming it. So find the mix section of the center piece and gather it. The hammer will go under there. Mid part will be gathered. Don't forget the notch. Don't forget the notch you made on the shoulder piece. That's where your mid area will sit. Yes, don't forget the notch. So let's get to the sewing part. I'm sewing the mid part, just attaching a bias to it and just piping. Gather the mid part. After gathering, just place your piece, sew along like so, flip it and make sure the piping shows, then you stitch on top, top stitch it. Do same for the back piece. When you're done, get the shoulder piece, arrange. So we are going to attach But dress is gradually coming together. After sewing the back and front piece, join the sides, hem the bottom of the dress, and when you do that, that dress is done. As simple as that. It's stylish, beautiful. Please, if you like this video or you are just curious of what I'll make next, please subscribe to stay notified.